hello everyone watching the VOD, hashtag VOD crew, and everyone who's live. Today, we're gonna build the Unikorn. So last stream, we lubed all of these switches, which is A+. You know, I got these beautiful Gatoron pink linears, and of course, we gotta put on a pink keyboard. And that's why I got my Unikorn here. So let's put this aside and let's do this whole unboxeroni together. You know, it's like rice-a-roni, it's just like rice-a-roni, actually. Satisfying to think about because of your childhood, but not actually satisfying because it's an unboxing. There's no value you're gonna get out of this other than knowing that it exists. But there should be hopefully value in the rest of the build. Pink plate, aluminum, of course. Okay. Green PCB, hell yeah. Okay, we got another layer. Okay. Next, we're moving on to another layer where, there we go. We got the case, and I just got, I don't know what I got. What did I get? Oof, Jax with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. It's been a cool minute, Jax. Good to see you here. Okay, we got the case. I said we got the case. Cool. Okay. And we got our hardware and this gaskety kind of thing. Let's just take all this off the table. Let's take it all off, okay? Let's take it all off. Let's survey the situation. Okay, I just need the lube stabs, then I need to build this and put this together. So this is, people have told me mixed things. Some people say this is difficult to put on. Some people say it's very easy. I don't know who's lying, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. So we're gonna find that out together. Okay? Okay. Got some feet. You got a little thing. PCB. Okay, yeah, all pink. Let's look at this weight, because this weight is a beaut. I'm just gonna take it straight out of this packaging because we're not gonna beat around the bush. Okay, we're gonna light this bush on fire, and that's how you actually, good way to extract animals who are hiding in bushes. And the animal that we're extracting today is this Unikorn, which was a collab, TGR, and Singa. Oh, look at that. The pink color is pretty nice. Okay, the weight has a little, I guess, let's call these acoustic holes. Okay, I don't know what else they're going to be for. Interesting indeed. Oh, this weight. Wow, I'm just gonna put my name here. Put an H right there. You guys like that? Who you guys like that? Okay. Not the most important thing right now, though. PCB and plate. That's where we're gonna start today. See, Tommy, tarnish is character. I'm just adding some character to the weight. Which, by the way, if you guys are ever selling used things, just say it has character, and then make up some story. Oh yeah, that small little scratch, that was from World War II. What? This keyboard was released in 2017. World War II, buddy. It was World War II brass. That's the secret to selling on mech market. Oh, this is completely sealed. I gotta open this up. Oh, where are my scissors? My scissors disappeared. I used to have scissors, but now I have knives. Oh, this dent. The keyboard couldn't handle my love. Oh, the scratch on the side. I caught my keyboard looking at another keycap set, so I had to. I don't worry about it. Bad analogy. Don't worry about that. Okay, we're gonna go 70 U bottom. We're gonna go with the backspace. We're not gonna split it. We're gonna go with an enter key. not couldn't split it anyways. We're gonna split right shifts, and of course normal shift arena over here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 stabs. Let's get some stabs out, okay? I have some lube ones. Maybe I'll use these. No split backspace. I don't split my backspace just like I don't split my checks. If I'm treating you out, I'm treating you out. Which one is it? Is it this one? Or is it this one? I think it's this one. No? This is this one. This is definitely this one. Sifo. 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 No blocked corners. Hello, Funch. Welcome to this stream where interesting things are going to happen, and I need to turn on more lights. Wait, these are already lube stabs, so I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in, okay? Never knew, but how come I don't show up on Top Clack anymore? I'm not a part of Top Clack anymore. That is why I do not show up on Top Clack anymore. My phone just did a thing. Oh, my phone's telling me I'm supposed to do the cool board. Oops. Oh, this is a pretty cool board, so still counts. If anytime you guys want me to change the music, don't tell me, because I won't. Only I will change the music when I want to change the music. This is my ride I'm taking you guys on. Why am I using the screwdriver? This is the wrong screwdriver. Okay. See, here's the thing, guys. This is a quality screwdriver, right? Like, I think everyone who has one will say it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But this is a real screwdriver. What are those small red rings? They are washers. So I don't short things. It's totally unnecessary. But I got 1,600 of them for $5. So why not use it all the time, every time? But there are times where your screw might touch pads and stuff. So it'll prevent shorts, if that could be an issue. Although, to be fair, if you have a PCB where a stabilizer screw could cause a short, whoever designed your PCB is doo-doo at designing PCBs. So yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. Hey, yayo. Yayo. The switches are linear Gatoron pinks. These need more lube. Dang it. I should have lubed these properly. Instead of just been like, oh, I lubed these in the past. They're still good, right? It's like, oh, they look good now? Well, if I take the plastic bag off so they look even better. I think I have this cap on, but it's not even really on. It's pointless because it broke off. I was just too strong upon closing this. Funny enough, the cap broke off the first time I ever used this, and it's been like this ever since. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. McPrivate Kittles. I wanted to give you like a number after your rank, like the Private Kittle 01. Yes, these are the HE400Is. That is absolutely correct, Amundo. Funch, have I tried 205G0, grade 0 on stabs? Yes, I have tried it on stabs. It works fine. Works fine. As long as you know what you're doing. I assume someone named Funch would know what they're doing. These are also my favorite headphones. I also haven't tried many headphones, but they are my favorites. They're the best headphones I own and have ever tried in my life so far. How many boards have I built? I literally could not tell you the count of the amount of keyboards I've built. I've built hundreds of keyboards. So I don't know. I don't know what that final number is or could be or will be. But I have built hundreds of boards. I built a lot. What am I doing with my life? Being awesome. Building keyboards. The awesome part you can probably debate about. But I have been building keyboards for a good, Interesting music taste right now. So I'm using a royalty-free music subscription site, so I don't get, I don't get copyright strikes for playing music. The collection of songs I'm playing is from a list called Stranger List. Songs that will turn your world upside down. I think it's supposed to be inspired by Stranger Things, that one supposedly popular and supposedly good show, which I haven't watched. Don't at me. So if it sounds weird, it's because of that. Is that show any good? In case anyone knows. Hello, Frisco. Frisco says yeah. Yeah, it's also it's also pretty good. I haven't watched it. Is it worth getting into now? Mike 27. It's good, but overrated. Like. Okay. Alright. I think I get your feel. I think I get the general feel based on that statement and the others. Cool. Cool beans. I don't really understand. I say the phrase "cool beans" a lot, but when you think about it, how often would you want to eat beans cold or cool? I like my beans, warm, hot, not lava, but hot. Like MX Reds. You guys see this? Yeah, you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Good enough. Yeah, I don't really know what kind of playlist this was when I clicked on it, but I'm kind of digging it. Oh, these are Chinese stabs. I just realized these are fake stabilizers. I'm not going to use these stabilizers. Yikes, waste my time. Yes, it is a silicone brush. These are fake Chinese stabilizers. Don't use these, guys. Be better than that. Okay, let's put these away. These don't deserve to be in my freaking Unikorn, okay? We gotta get some good stabs for a good keyboard. Okay? I'll just playing with you guys when I brought those stabs out. Okay. It wasn't totally I was mistaken and wasn't paying attention. Thanks for the follows, G Freeman, Funch, Yayo, and KVS. I don't need a stab that big. I was totally, just testing you guys. 1, 2, 3. 3 stabberoonies. Marky Mark 414. Thanks for the follow. And awesome that you're coming here from DixieMex Discord. How am I able to tell if they are Chinese clones? Do you see these eyes? Do you see these eyes? These are the eyes of an expert. Don't be racist. I'll show you. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Okay. Okay, let me pull a real one. I'll pull a real one. I'll wipe off the old one too. Wipe off this extra lubed fake. There's two kinds of fakes. Let me give you guys the classic MOI zoom in, and on the right is going to be a fake. On the left will be a real. And it should look very obvious which is which. Come on, zoom. Focus, I mean. Give me that focus. 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 Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me just manually do this. Do you guys see the difference? There we go. This has a large flat side, while this has all four of the prongs. We are going to clip two of those prongs, so this is the fake, the China one. This is the real one from Germany. Okay, so this fake one, bam! I hit the camera. Didn't mean to actually hit the camera. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Don't worry about it. You could claim they're pre-clipped, but you could also say they have this extra bulge that's wrong. Okay, so first we're going to take apart all of these too legit to quit stabs. See, I didn't know they had fakes that were screw-in, or I forgot there were, because obviously I had them because I took them off because they were fakes. But I totally forgot that they had fake ones that are screw-ins. I had no clue what board that came from. I said I needed... Okay, I said I needed 3 stabs. I brought 2 stabs, which is 3 wires. Okay, we're 30 minutes in. I've only installed 1 stab. Came from the clue board that I totally built. No, clue board, it uses plate-mounted stabilizers, so it could have been that. Okay, let's grab these small boys over here. Okay, and then let's grab the cutters of the flesh variety. And then let's grab my Froze Rosé and take a chug and then clip stabs. Yum. Hey, look. Hopefully I don't spill it. It kind of does, but totally doesn't match my case. Okay, so we take this and then we do a little clipperoni here, clipperoni there. Jake Reps, thank you for the follow. Then you do a clipperoni here. What is the Unikorn? Asks Funch. The Unikorn is a 60%. That was a collab done by Singa, aka Elaine, as well as TGR, aka Yutzi. It's a 60% that has a very interesting gasket solution. It's a tray mount, but the tray mount sits on this rubber band, right? That's why it's a Unikorn with a K. So it's going to sit on this band that stretches around. Also has a beautiful weight. I'll show you guys later. I already showed it earlier, not the beginning, but earlier. I should have changed shirts before I started lubing, because this shirt is kind of warm. This is a shirt I wore to work today. Okay, let's get stabs lubed. Stabs lubed, we're gonna get stab lubed. Let's get stab. Is this really appropriate lubing music? Do we keep the ominous looping music, or do we need to switch to something more on? I don't know. What do you got? I'll give you guys an option here. I may not listen to you guys, but I'll give you guys an option. What are the thoughts about this current song? It's called "At Your Door" by Steve Polony. More happy says Funch. How about a collection called Put on your gloves and get in the ring? Okay, let's go. The only thing you want at your door is the SA group guys you've joined. Oh yeah, I was asked what have I joined recently. Not much. Sorry to take so long to answer your question. I totally forgot about that. Did I join 8008? I have not joined it yet. I've also not decided if I will join it. I'm not sure which sets I will join this week. Or this month, I mean. There's a lot of things happening, as you guys know. The last episode of This Week in Keyboards was pretty action-packed. This next one is also going to be much more than I expected. Action-packed with lots of the Gumma Cuz. That's GMK. Yeah. I don't know who joined 8008, which you guys haven't joined yet but are thinking of joining. You guys should use my affiliate link, dixiemech.com/man of interests, where I will get a portion of the proceeds that help support the stream and channel. Just saying. So I have a question for everyone. Because, you know, a lot of times people are asked, like, oh, what's your favorite set? What's the best set? I have one for you guys in that vein, but a little different. What theme would be your ideal set based off of? Whether it's an existing IP, a certain grouping of colors, something from the real world. What would be, for your perfect set, what would be the inspiration behind that set? Because saying like, oh, what's your favorite colors is like different than like your favorite thing in key set form. Your favorite thing to look at in key set form. Tommy say Hatsune Miku because weeb. You know how well that'd go? I think it could pretty well. I went so slow. These sleeves are in the way. Holy crap, they are really in the way. 27 NGE. Sifo, you thought of using Miko set. Jax, Bleach, or Akira. Nice. Akira. Come on, Steves. There we go. Looks like I've got a lot of fellow degenerates in chat. I appreciate that. You guys make me feel at home. Thanks, guys. Kuznai. Ooh, that'd be good. Or Kaguya. Zach Birding. It'd be Lord of the Rings or Birds. Both of those are really broad. Would it be like a specific banner faction out of Lord of the Rings, like a Gondor set, or a Minas Tirith set, or you know, a Sauron set, or it'd be, I don't know, yeah. And then birds, extremely varied in colors as well. Interesting. But both of them are pretty good answers, I think, in terms of like visual diversity you could have with all kinds of sets. For reals. For realsies. Nemorians? Okay. Ooh, that'd be a pretty good one. See, I would want to do one based off of Smaug, so I can have Benedict Cumberbatch motion cap my keycaps. GMK spring roll win. When people who live near me know the difference between a spring roll and egg roll. You know how often I have to explain that to people? More than once is too many times. When I was growing up, a kid asked me if egg rolls had cheese in them. I was like, what? I honestly thought he was like trying to troll me or joke about it. And then like I really took a look and like, oh, this kid really is legitimately asking me if an egg roll has cheese in it. I'm like, no, it is not. It is an egg roll. Yeah. That's the things I grew up with. Spring rolls are vastly superior to egg rolls, though. Don't at me. Yeah, I think the kid one of the kids I grew up with, he was like lactose intolerant or something. Yeah, so he's like, I don't know if. I used to just wasn't very experienced with like Asian foods. He knew it was an egg roll. He knew it was an egg roll, but he didn't know whether or not egg rolls have cheese in them, or the egg rolls that I would decide to bring to class would have cheese in them. Cheese egg rolls. But wouldn't that just be a mozzarella stick? Is a mozzarella stick a cheese egg roll? Okay, sorry. Oh, he could have thought it was a crab rangoon, I guess. That's more fair. Okay, that's more fair. I mean, still pretty off, but that's a more legitimate reason to ask if he just. No, because he said the word egg roll in the sentence. He's like, do these egg rolls have cheese in them? That was the sentence, so, I mean, take that as you will. I just dropped a washer. Yeah, my life is like, I love crab, but my life is torture because I can only have crab like once a year because I have gout. Because my body hates me. I also can't eat beef anymore. You know how difficult it is not to be able to eat beef? This is only something I developed like in the last 3 months of my life. Like going to McDonald's and being like, I would like a piece of cheese between your buns, please. Or a fillet of fish. Or a McChicken. Actually, McDonald's is pretty accommodating for those who don't eat beef. I've had more McDonald's recently than I'm comfortable admitting. The good news is, the only crab I can have is imitation crab, because imitation crab is just either cod or pollock shredded and dyed and flavored, but doesn't actually contain crab. For those who are curious, for my gal, I can't have shellfish. I can have normal fish, but it's not shellfish. I can't have beef. And I have to be more sparing in my pork intake, but I can still have pork. That's my life now. So I'm eating a lot more fish lately. It's healthy, I guess. Bacon is pork. I can have bacon, but it's sparingly. Sausage? I've been having chicken sausage lately. Pork sausage? I mean, if it's normal sausage with pork, then I mean, same thing. I can have it sparingly. Can I still have Jim K. Hamon? Hell yeah. It's the sacrifice I'm willing to make. I can still eat melons. Still enjoy that community popcorn. Yeah, Hamon is definitely a nice set. I need to speed up this lube game. I know you guys wanted to get through these switches and this. I know you guys want to get to this build because look at this pink case. Like oh my god. Oh my god, Becky, look at that weight. Some intense music. It's like I'm in a hacker cafe in the 90s, back when people thought they knew what hackers and how the internet would, you know, be this dark underbelly cyberpunk world, but in reality the internet just memes. Honda bite, yikes. So, because of my new diet, I'm curious for everyone in chat, what's your favorite non-beef, non-shellfish dish? That's the MOI question of the day. Would also appreciate recipes. Ooh, roast duck. Roast duck is so good. Quail, also good. Lamb, some French lamb shank. Yeah. Crispy salt and pepper pork, pretty bomb. That does sound pretty bomb. I won't deny that. Ooh, you guys are making me hungry. And I just had a freshly earlier too. Microwaved healthy food. Chicken shawarma? Ooh, I haven't had a shawarma in a good minute. Hey, Zanyard. Jeff, roast pork stuffed with garlic and sage. Ooh. Wow, wait. Okay, Zanyard, since you finally caught me live, I have a question to ask you. What's your favorite food that does not involve shellfish or beef? I'm trying to explore new foods. Explore new recipes. Tonkatsu ramen. Spam and eggs over rice. Tonkatsu ramen's a pretty good one. Last tab time. Filipino, a dish called sigsig. So I'm not familiar with Filipino food. What is it sisig or sisig? Please explain this sisig dish to me. I have no clue about Filipino food, to be honest, other than like lumpia. Tacos al pastor. That's al pastor is the best choice for tacos. You know what's good and I haven't had in a long time? For some reason I'm reminded of oxtail. A good oxtail. I don't know many people are like ox, but ox. That's true. Indian food is very beef and shellfish free. I haven't had much Indian food lately, but definitely enjoy some. There's actually a lot of Indian food near me. Pretty decent Indian community where I live. It's very wubbly music. Sigsig is Kampanpagan dish made from parts of pig head, chicken liver, usually seasoned with calamansi, onions, and chili peppers. That sounds pretty good. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. That sounds good. I like chicken liver. I like pig head. I don't know what calamansi is, but the rest of that sounds pretty good. So, don't worry. Most foods don't sound too vile to me. I love balut for reference. But Viet balut is different from like Filipino balut. It's the lemon of the Philippines. Got it. Because from what I know in the Philippines, they have balut usually at a slightly later stage of egg development than the Vietnamese, where we have it a bit more less developed. I prefer like no cartilage, for example. I know some people like love when there's cartilage, you get that little crunch texture. So the balut, I'm not the biggest fan. I want like where you can start getting some meat, but no cartilage yet, no bones yet to munch on. Sophia. Oh, thank you. What's up? We're gonna be building a pink keyboard. See? Tommy, the Filipino balut, the bones are the best part. Vietnamese balut, at least the ones I usually have, smooth versus tactile balut. We're talking about balut for some reason, because I brought it up. But before, Sophia, since you're here, what's your favorite food or favorite dish that does not have beef or shellfish in it? It came from that discussion, because I have gout, so I can't have shellfish or beef. So I'm trying to expand my palette of different foods by asking the audience. So I'm looking for new recipes. Chicken pasta. Ooh. What kind? Anything interesting? Like any spinner variation on the chicken pasta? What about pancakes? Love me some chicken and waffles. See, the true MVP everyone overlooks is if you have chicken and pancakes instead of chicken and waffles, you take bits of the chicken off, you can roll it in a small amount of pancake, and then dip that in syrup. So you get your sweet and your savory. Yummy, yummy in this guy's tummy. So don't overlook it, guys. It's the new breakfast and fried chicken meta. I've been working on it for quite a long time now. I'm ready to unveil it at the next breakfast Evo series. You know, Evo, when I enter the sweet and savory competition, I'm aiming for top 16 next year. And the thing is, no one's versed in that matchup. I gotta switch from food to just talking about FGC references that make no sense. So anyone who doesn't understand FGC. Have I tried Nashville style fried chicken? I have not, but I really want to. It's okay. I'm not exactly a foodie either, because if I was, I probably wouldn't need to be asking all of these questions to the audience about things. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is great. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is sugar. As far as I know, it's like 90% sugar. I don't actually believe there's anything in it with the illusion of cinnamon, which is enough. I loved it as a kid, but as I grow up now, I'm like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. If I have more than 3 spoonfuls, it will kill me. That's a hyperbole, of course, but yeah, I'm not into that lifestyle. That was Huey at 6 years old kind of thing, you know? Okay, everyone, this is the last Stavarino, and then we get to the fun part. By fun part, I'm actually not looking forward to it. I'll explain why when I get there. Oh. What caps go in this? That's a great question. I was thinking about using GMK KA 2017 to show you in a minute once we finish building the board. Maybe that, maybe Hyperfuse for a pink and purple and, you know, cyanish kind of combo going on. I don't know. I got pink plate, got a pink board, I got pink switches. It's like a Legally Blonde version of a keyboard. I don't know what that reference was. What is this music I keep listening to? Can I find like a note? Whatever. I'll live with it. I need one more washer. Get the fuck up. The worst thing you've eaten is fried goat penis. Yikes. Cherries help for the... See, the thing is, a lot of people say that, but I don't think there's any medical research behind. Yeah, you can post links, Sophia. As long as they're not, like, I don't know, spam or porn or anything illegal. Or anything that can get me in trouble with Twitch. You recreate that with red ink, we could use the top of MK and tap it. Tap. Ooh. Damn, bro, those are nails. Nail game on point. I see that as a oh, they were shooters. I see it as a Vietnamese person whose people own a lot of nail salons. Look at this. Okay, everyone, we ready for these switches? These are nicely lubed. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Is that a can of spam? Yes, that's a can of spam. Yes, pink housings. Pink opaque housings. Milky tops. Pink stems. Linears. Sorry, I need that. Okay, this is... I need to fix that later. Okay, look, and I got a... Oh, for people who missed out on the weight earlier, here's the weight. Don't mind my fingerprints. Here's the weight. That beautiful unicorn. These are Gatoron housings, actually. It was a much more of a limited run switch that they had. They're 65 gram linears with gold springs. Okay, so if I remember correctly, anything that Singa and T-Jar puts out have the holes, especially the PCB mount holes, pretty tight. So they don't like fitting with like Gatoron stuff. So I'm going to have to do the corners and then try very hard in getting everything else. Okay, this is actually a bit easier than it usually is. Okay, this is shaving PCB mount pin stream. It could be. I probably won't need to. I prefer not to. Okay, we're gonna change music. This is a bit. Okay, that's a thing. Okay, let's go to... Tranquil tunes for an extra hour of sleep. I said play. Oh man, this pink and pink. Pretty on pink. Pink on point. I do have lo-fi playlists I could do, but I think lo-fi hip-hop and stuff is kind of overdone now. So I'm trying to branch out. Oh no, clip onto the plate is an issue. It was not clipping onto the plate for that last one, so I need to like try to bring the plate up. It's hard to find royalty-free. That's why I got a monthly subscription so I can get royalty-free music. So all the music you've been hearing is all royalty-free. What up, Gab? So tight. Oh my god. So this is what I'm worried about. See? It sounds bowing. It got a little loud. It did get a little loud. More than a little. Sorry about that. I know you're in the middle of a raid right now. And you need to hear your instructions on how to raid effectively. What color is my unicorn? Pink, just like this plate. That is probably poorly lit right now. Pink unicorn, pink plates, pink switches. I'm pink. Da ba dee da ba da da ba da da ba da da da. Alright, we'll do CFO. Rest easy. Will I get Polaris? I have not decided if I will get Polaris. There's so many things running this month. This is definitely a this is a test on the community right now. Sophia, you will? Nice. Ooh, you won Poison Summer. Congratulations. I'm gonna take a guess and say that's an artisan, because it's something I don't recognize and I don't cover or know artisan stuff. Talisman, you're getting the Bower, or listing things that are running, or listing things you're gonna get, or both. Red or blue gray, gonna put Oblivion V2. Ooh, yeah. Running. Talisman, are you gonna be getting any of those this month though? Hard choice. Yeah, I agree. I really do agree. There are tough choices. I think if I do get a board of all the boards running, it's gonna be the thermal. I've already decided not to get the Bower because I don't want to compete with the hordes of people, because I'm looking at the statistics and like I'm not gonna get a spot. So I think if I get a board, this month it would definitely have to be the thermal. I love Wilba's work. I love Rama Works' production. So for me, it's like a match made in freaking heaven. You know, I love every single PCB that Wilba has put out. Which one will be rerun? I think all of them will be rerun at one point or another, to be honest. Plus, the thermal has the most unique plate mounting solution. Polaris will be rerun, so that's something that we can always fetch later. You'll miss out on the early FOMO hype for the round 1, but you just take a step back and realize it's gonna rerun. And yeah, the Bowers is gonna rerun as well. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the thermal will run again, because Rama essentially rerun everything he's done. So this month will separate those with credit and those with means and those with self-control. You think Thermal will most likely not rerun? How do you guys think it looks so far? I think it's looking pretty nice. The pink switches with this pink plate, I think is looking pretty good. We're gonna step this caps out. You know what I'm saying? I think it's looking pretty fly. Of the three, it's least likely. Okay, I agree with you there. I mean, the other two have been already confirmed to be rerunning. I also do think the thermal is the most unique. J-Craps, you're super bummed. You missed AI's KBD 8XM2, but sort of hype about this super high-end TKLS in design. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. I mean, AIO3 has been putting out some amazing designs. So, yeah. Maximize opportunity to get all three eventually. Very, very nice. It's hard for me to justify more keyboards nowadays, though. I'm literally out of out of space. Out of space for products and stuff. Vern. Speaking of Vern, hopefully my review for the Vern's done soon. I want to try to have it out this weekend if things don't get in the way, but we'll see. So if you miss out, you can live vicariously through my review of the Vern. Sorry, I'm going slow and meticulous. I want to make sure everything is securely in the plate. And is hunky-dory, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Thanks, Gab. That means a lot to me. Almost, there we go. Yeah, the real Force Case V2 is it's getting closer, Hey, you got the split shift key, bada bing, and then the shift key itself, bada boom. Okay, now we're gonna work our way down through the bottom row. So, something interesting that I think a lot of people apply in the real world is like, hopefully don't get into too dicey of a conversation, but I'm sorry, I'm not cool like Nathan Kim. I don't have commands, Sophia. I'm not a cool kid. I'm building a unicorn with a K. It's a 60% by collab by Singa, aka Elaine, and TGR, aka Yutsi. It's a 60% tray mount that has a rubber gasket that's a bit unique compared to other gaskets or 60%. I just don't have one set up because I'm kind of lame when it comes to that stuff. I should be more proactive. Last stream yesterday, I said, okay, I'm finally going to start streaming consistently for everyone every Monday and Tuesday because I want to make everyone's Monday and Tuesday just a slightly better place, because I don't think many other people do that many Monday, Tuesday keyboard streams. I think other than like Tiny, but she does more like artisan stuff. This would be a good Blackpink board if I get Blackpink. I don't think I'll be getting Blackpink, but that's going to be the difficult part later, everyone. What key set goes on this pink? You know what I'm saying? Like how pink this is. This is bright, brilliant, dazzling. It is bespeckled from switch to switch. Adored in pink, and not lacking, and not wanting of more, but the best that pink can offer. Crap, the bottom row. Put it. Sophia, please, don't do that to me. Your plan is to eventually own a previously owned board by me. Oof. Prepare to be disappointed then. Time to be a cheat, even though I could do it mentally. This is easier so I don't mess up. Yep, it's going to be in the right position. I do lube switches for people now. I don't know if you guys saw, I lubed a switch for Dewey in my Discord channel, and he posted on Instagram and Reddit. But I don't lube switches for cash. I prefer for lubing services the bartering system. So right now someone's in talks with me. They want me to also lube switches for them. They ask me like, how much? I'm like, no, I need an experience out of you. And so we settled on, I think he's gonna get me some really, really, really nice coffee beans local to his area in exchange for me lubing switches. That's the kind of stuff I'm willing to do work for. So it kind of like applies for everyone. So he's gonna give me some really nice coffee beans from his area. He's really standing by them. He's like, you're gonna fall in love with these beans and you're gonna want me to order more. I'm like, we'll see. We'll see, bud. It's big words. You guys know what I mean, right? When someone's hyping up coffee, you always kind of have to at least mentally roll your eyes like, are you sure there, buddy? Are you sure your coffee is all that? Would I be willing to trade lube switches for lube switches? Nope. So I would actually definitely lube switches for homemade honey. But if you don't need lube switches, then you don't need lube switches. But if you ever do, I would definitely be willing to trade lubing switches for homemade honey. That's a for sure thing I would do in a heartbeat. Am I a coffee snob? No, I am not. I like coffee, but I'm not a coffee snob. I have a normal hand grinder. I put it in a simple, very simple French press. That's all I do. I don't have a fancy AeroPress. I don't have a fancy pour-over system like Nathan Kim. I just use a French press for everything. Drink my coffee straight out of a French press. That's about it. That's all I do. Now we're ready to solder. Doesn't this look nice? This looks beautiful. Like, the only thing I'm thinking about changing is getting an electric grinder to make my life easier. That's it. Other than that, coffee, press, weight, lease, pull. I know, pink PCB is the only thing it's missing. Let's put these back onto the keyboard I'm using. So yes, if anyone has anything they'd like to offer in for lube, I'm always down to discuss. Not about the money, it's about trading the experiences. I'm a pretty down-to-earth kind of guy. I don't know about that. Okay, how to spend way too much money on a soldering iron. You get a Pace ADS 200. That's it. That's it. Hey, it's already warmed up though. In like 6 seconds. I'm straight ready to solder already. Look. Alright, now we're to the fun part of the build. Yeah, it is interesting how people like. There's a lot of different niches within the keyboard community. So even like as a hobby, it's really fun to explore all these different little things. Oh, artisan is like a whole nother story. I think part of all this together is like the magic of our community, though. Yeah, Artisans is pretty close to being essentially a whole different hobby. One row down. Anyone else working on keyboard chores tonight? You know what I realized I forgot to do, everyone? Can't believe I forgot it. Super obvious. Forgot to chug my energy drink. For those of you who are wondering, I'm drinking some Bang flavored Froze Rosé. I don't know what Frosé is. I know what rosé is. It's a pink kind of really sweet wine thing. I don't know what Frosé is, though. Tommy, you're still looping footage from last night. MapDev, you're doing raster analysis and GIS. And Sophia, you're waiting for mail. Nice. Still counts. What's the keyboard related mail that you are waiting on? It's gonna be your next big project. Non-keyboard stuff. GIS. Well, it's only one letter off from GIF, so... GIS. Geographic information. Oh, cool. Like surveying, or bigger scale than surveying? Sorry, Pepper, I'm not a cool kid. I don't have an awesome keyboard or build commands. I'm building a Unikorn, which is a 6%. It's a Unikorn with a K, a 6% board that was a collab between Singa, aka Elaine, and TGR, aka Yutzi. It's a 6% tray mount that has a very unique gasket kind of solution. I'm using 65 gram linear pink Gatorons. I don't know why I said it weird that time. And now we're soldering. I lubed them with 3204 on the base and 3203 in the stems. Kind of the same. Using LiDAR data. That's awesome. I actually use LiDAR data at work sometimes. Okay, Sophia, do it. I'm gonna copy and paste. I don't even know how to mod people. I'm so bad at Twitch. I'll do it later. I probably can do that. Okay, so reference, my keyboard and desktop is like kind of a reach. Like if I'm like this and like I reach my hand, I can just touch my space bar. I have to like physically go to my computer, so it's kind of a pain to do it when I'm building. Which is why I should do it beforehand. What keyword have I been using more lately? I've been switching off quite a bit. I don't use everything. I can show you guys my collection in a little bit too, if you guys are curious about that. What's my least favorite keyboard? The IBM PC Junior. $600 strings, yikes. Topper is good. Topper's great. Rubra-dumra. Hey, what up, Naz? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. All the time, every time. Hello, Chubies. Howdy, howdy. Almost done, baby. Okay, time for the last 7 switches. Mechs on deck with the raid. Howdy, howdy, folks. Hope you guys are doing all good in the hood. Good timing, because I'm about to do the last 4 switches of this build, and we get to flip it over, put it together, and then have some fun figuring out which keycaps, actually. Not which switch, that series, which switch will be resuming next week. Have I ever had one of those Orca wrist rests? No, but I kind of want to get one. I have aluminum wrist rests. I have jade wrist rests. I have an acrylic wood hybrid wrist rest. My wrist rest game is pretty on point, actually. Come on, full aluminum wrist rest. That's the meta. I'm using my jade, my marble wrist rests lately, though. Thanks, Sophia, for the copy pasta. Who needs Nightbox when you have Sophia Wolf X? Hello, Kilavier. Okay, I am supposedly done. Here we go. Let's figure this out. How do I put this thing on, guys? Lol. Random questions. Thoughts on the Polaris? I'll have my thoughts on the Polaris when I do. I just put this around, right? Is it between the plate and the PCB? Is that correct? Is that correctamundo? From what I remember? Can someone who has this reassure me I'm doing what I'm doing? I need an adult. Is that right? Just like that? That's it? Why is my door open? Why are people opening my door? Hey, Coco. Okay. You guys say hi to Coco real quick. Coco, this is audience. Audience, this is Coco. Okay. I don't know, I'm streaming though, so. That's Coco. How do I put this in? This is supposed to be a very tough fit, right? How am I supposed to fit these in with the stabilizers? I don't understand. It's supposed to be. Look at this. Yeah, use GMK stabs. Was I not supposed to? No one told me not to. No one told me not to. Yeah, use screw and stabs. God dang it, guys. No one told me. Well, I wasn't supposed to use these, was I? Can't use screw-ins. Nice. Well, we're not doing the build today, guys. I'm gonna say because no one told me, it's not a mistake. That sucks. Well, at least we'll put this rubber feet on. No build today. Build canceled. How am I doing tonight? I could be doing better. Apparently I've been doing this build wrong. I used screw and stabilizers, so we're not going to be completing a build tonight. It is a minor setback, but like I still have to desolder the whole board, which is the pain in the butt, you know? There's kind of like no way around it. Oh, what up, Frank? So it's kind of a pain. I could probably, this is aluminum plate. I could get away with some jank. Do you guys want to see some jank? I could theoretically do it if I only desolder the bottom row and a half. But it's not something I'd recommend. That's why I don't usually do this on stream for people. If you guys want to see some jank, prepare to cringe. Yeah, I have to do the top one. Top one's easy. This is the corner. Jank won't hurt that bad. Oof, Jeff with the jank bits. TJRX saying a Huey X jank for real. Yeah, if I don't use the gasket, it defeats the point of even buying this board. I mean, it's a nice case, though. Still a nice case. If I ever make a keyboard, guys, I will name it the Jank 60. Or the Jank 87, or whatever. Man, this is doo-doo. The problem with the plate mount stabs, it won't fit. The gasket won't fit. It'll almost fit. That's technically fitting. Okay, we're gonna allow technicalities, everyone. Are we gonna allow a technicality? Am I just too good? Am I just too cool for this? That feel when it technically fits. But I forgot to take the screws out. But I can have this technically fit. Look at this. This technically fits. How does everyone in chat have a crown? Because they're awesome. Okay, I got a new problem, guys. I take this out. You know what? It's gasketed, folks. This is what peak gasket looks like. Yeah, I probably have to undo the weight to get it out. Actually, no, I can just fish out the gasket. I can fit it, though. I have to give Amazon $12 a month or... Oof. I can get this down without peeking. Okay, I'm gonna take it apart from the back. This is what peak performance looks like, everyone. Not peak design. Peak design looks pretty good, but Maybe does have a point. Hello, tinfoil. Jank is about to happen. Everyone said, Huey, you're not supposed... Not until after I built it. Said, Huey, you're not supposed to use... screw and stabilizers for this board. And then I went and used screw and stabilizers, and then people were like, oh no, you did it wrong. Oh no. So, I'm embracing the jank. I'm sorry, Sophia. There is no such thing as a pre-jank Huey. Actually, it's pretty jank, because I don't know my spacebar is going to hit, unless I move it, so my spacebar is going to hit it. Come on. Okay, guys, this is just a simple design challenge that I will solve. Should I get the desoldering gun out? Or do I just put this board together without a gasket and call it a day? Question is, do I go full desolder or half desolder and jank? Is it really worth it? Half desolder and jank, I'll probably do that. Ding! I either take out a little bit more than the spacebar and backspace. There's not enough space to cut a notch in the gasket for that. I have to desolder essentially this row to get it out. And then like this area to get this one out. In the meantime, what am I doing in my life? No, it's not an adult beverage. It's just an energy drink. It's called Bang. I guess it is an adult beverage because it does have an 18 warning sticker on it. I'll probably desolder today and then end the stream after I finish desoldering. And then on Monday when I start streaming again, we'll finish this board, or I'll finish it off stream. Because it's 8 o'clock, and I still have more editing to do for other videos. Today was a failure. Ba-na-na-na, ba-na-ba-na. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I don't even know if I have non-screw-in stabilizers for those keys. These are all screw-ins here. Is my 7U that I had, the big one that's not screw-in, is that a fake? No, it's a screw-in. They're all screw-ins. I don't have a non-7U. Do I have normal stabilizers that aren't the screw-in kinds? I don't. Okay, so it's pointless for me to even rebuild this until I buy the proper stabilizers then. The only ones I have are these, which came with which are fake. These are Chinese. These are GMK clones. These are not real, and I wouldn't use those. I don't even have real stabilizers I can use. I'm out of time to be alive. Wait, I have one more spot. Let me check. There's a few more places I can check. Let's see. No. Good thing I realized that before I started desoldering, because at least I can put this board on without the gasket and at least use it as is, right? And then I can record a before and after to see whether or not this made a difference. That's called content. That's called trying to get as much content out of as little as possible. Dang. Should have lubed the inks. Yeah, probably. Okay, let's put it on. Screw it. Put it on, put keycaps on it. And then when I get new stabilizers in, I'll desolder it. And then we'll rebuild it. That'll be the game plan. There's even magnetic screws. They're not even magnetic screws. God, it's horrible. Who does this? Let me just give Huey these non-magnetic screws. Non-magnetic screws for a $300 keyboard. What is this? Okay, let's see if I have extra screws from another build of mine. These are LEDs. I don't need these. I will use these, though, in my Lubricante. Nope. Are these magnetic? Let me just double check. I need to remagnetize my bit. These are magnetic. Will these fit? They're all hex, but will they fit? Let's find out. Hey, they fit. I have a whole bag of them. That'll work then. They're just hex instead of Phillips. Okay, I'm just gonna put the two on the sides for the max flex, which you can see. Okay, what keycaps? Oh, let's put the weight back on. Yup. Boop. I could make this my black pink board and put black PPS keycaps on. What do you guys think about that? Black PPS? Oh, let me show you what the other option. It's a different pink, so I don't know if it'll work. But the other option would be to use this pink. From this set. No, this is not. This is KA 2017. I do have Olivia I could try. I don't know if Olivia's the same color either. All this pink? Or is this too much pink? Is this a pink overload? I'm kind of thinking the black PPS, to be honest. Has a very strong, you know, black pink contrast. Olivia, no accents. We big balls move. What do I have Olivia on right now? I don't even know. I'm gonna go black PPS for now. Maybe when I rebuild, we can have this discussion again. Okay. But like every responsible builder, before you put keycaps on, you gotta clear your workspace. Okay? That's the cardinal man of interest rule. No keycaps go on until the space is at least 50% clear. So we're gonna be cleaning. Okay, it's clean enough. I also do have the little silver legends I can stick on as well. There it is. Black PPS. PPS is a type of plastic. The keycaps are interesting because they sit here. Here's two of the keycaps hitting each other, by the way. Sounds like ceramic, right? They're actually plastic, but it sounds like ceramic. It sounds metal or ceramic, but these are actually plastic. It's a kind of plastic. They're super unique. Joke, please. Bamboozled. It's definitely a bamboozling. If you hear that sound and then someone's like, "Oh, that's plastic," by the way. It's like, what? Do my ears need to be checked? The thing is, they only sound like that when they hit like a hard surface. But when you use them in a switch, they don't sound like that. Especially since they don't have like contact with each other. Here, let me finish putting these on, and we can have a gander and have how this sounds. Not gonna lie, it's looking pretty good. If only there was a gasket on this board. Too bad I couldn't fit the gasket because I used screw and stabilizers when I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. And I don't even have any. Ye old gander. Do I own any ISO boards? No, I do not. I do not. Maybe old vintage board that might have ISO actually. I need to look through my vintage board collection. But no modern board I have has ISO on it. I know. You live in Europe. Sometimes you can have that choice in life. That sound. So uncanny, huh? And then knowing it's plastic. You hear that? Here, just drop this shift on it. Every time I jingle them, your dogs start barking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my bad. There it is. Okay, I'm turning the music off for you guys. Okay. It's kind of a weird angle for the microphone, but such a clean spacebar sound. You can hear it though when you rub your fingers across it. Hear that? If you flicked it, you get that metallic sound, but if you just type on it normally. Okay, this is me typing very hard. And now me typing a bit more normally. And now me typing softly. There it is. Not bad, not bad. Has some room for improvement. Has room for a gasket. Just kidding, not yet. It'll have room for a gasket once I have the right stabilizers. Black PPS, baby. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. So, what's everyone's plans for the rest of the night? Or day, for those of you who are living in the sunlight right now. I'm also digging these black PPS. I'm really happy I have them. I'm still debating if I want to sell my brown, the Choco PPS, or I want to keep them for another board. I might keep them. I actually like PPS quite a bit. Where's my drink? Here's my drink. I don't have a brown tofu, nor do I desire one. How much have you drank? I've had one energy drink, and I'm just about like 68% done with this. It's okay, Visionaire. I mean, that's part of life. I mean, you've seen my streams and seen my content for actually quite a while now, huh? I mean, you've seen my fair share of fuck ups. So this is, in the grand scheme of Huey building keyboards and making content, this is a hiccup. Maybe a burp. But not as far as a fart, you know? It's a small thing. I'm not too concerned about this. It's just like, it's kind of it's only unfortunate because I don't have the right stabs. They have a desoldering gun, so like it's no big deal in that end. I just have to order and wait for the correct stabberinos, which I guess could be content for Monday. I might do it off stream though, if I'm perfectly honest, because then I'm streaming every Monday and Tuesday consistently. So next week, I might just stream my T60 build. For like a Monday, looping switches, doing BS. Tuesday, the actual build. And then this will just be done off stream. And you guys, next time you guys will see it will be in the typing sounds. And that'll be it. That'll be that. You know? You dig? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I'm gonna go by the silence. Yes, you are indeed picking up what you're putting down, what I'm putting down. Well, everyone, that is my stream for today. Thank you everyone so much for watching. It's been a fun time. It's been a fun time. It's been a time at least. Well, if you guys haven't already followed me on all my YouTube stuff, feel free to check out the link down below. You know, make sure you guys stay notified. I stream every Mondays and Tuesdays now. This Week in Keyboards releasing every Monday. I have a few more pieces of content coming out this week. I have some more content on the way, so everyone, stay tuned. Thanks, VOD crew, if you're in the VOD crew watching this and you've made it this far. Everyone else live, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream.